It is a process whereby molecular structure is reorganized.
Is part of our ineradicable base.
We thought it might be the upper part of some buried structure.
The whole substructure was flooded. I'm telling you, he didn't drown in a pool.
Intriguing bone structure.
Is a human thought structure.
I just need to find a structure, you know?
I have studied our social, emotional substructures for 140 years.
From lifelessness. It is a process whereby molecular structure is reorganized at the subatomic level into life-generating matter.
Do things. I think that purposefulness is part of our ineradicable basic human structure, and to say that we ought to be able to live with
Field as intense as this. So we decided to have a look.
We thought it might be the upper part of some buried structure, so we excavated out on all sides, but unfortunately we didn't.
You know what's right above this area? The Harriman building. The whole substructure was flooded. I'm telling you, he didn't drown in a pool. Why don't you call the coroner in Rhode Island or wherever it was?
You have the most intriguing bone structure. So polished. So.
Are you the boss?
Boss is a human thought structure.
I just need to find a structure, you know?
What do you mean?
Listen, I waste so much time, you know?
Yes, we were convinced that Montague, on past deals, has structured his mergers and acquisitions in suspicious and complicated ways so as to evade pay.
So, I have studied our social, emotional substructures for 140 years. These thoughts.
He tasks endlessly, don't they?
They perseverate, yes.
Lorenzo's activities all have a shape and structure, beginning, middle, and end.
My gosh, she's learned 3 languages.
And the eyes and the brain are connected. If the cellular structure in the eye is reoccurring from person to person, then maybe something...
Set up a perimeter around Walcott's crash site here. Di Tommaso is in the adjacent structure. Captain Steele, about 40 men, Ranger.
You know, when you live in Washington, it's enough to break your heart. You see a perfect piece of machinery, the democratic structure, and somebody's always tampering with it, trying to make it hit the...
Of their existence. Atmospheres affected by fossil fuels, or large megastructures that are big enough to make a transit, or solar energy harvesting, you know, footprint.
Is the communication satellite. You are undoubtedly aware of our restructuring problems. Losing all telecommunications until we are able...
Oh. The structure is polymorphic.
Right, we had to attach each neuron non-sequential.
Battalion 10, 1642 Rincon Avenue.
Structure fire!
Spoke on 2nd floor.
But I live in the real world, and I need a life that is more structured. I need a future that is more structured. I want to be the person that you want me to be, but I just can't.
Any movement out of those things?
There's been some ionization flux. I'd like to make sure they're not caused by humidity coming from structure leakage, but I'm not going up there to find out.
Think may be a lucrative one for you.
Really?
We're structuring something with a Japanese company. It's an independent operation. There's a great deal of money to be made, and
And breakfast is at 0730. At the top of the military command structure is President Roosevelt as Commander-in-Chief. At the bottom is you.
So, what about societal structure? Government?
No, there's no need for one.
Well, you haven't...
ourselves against the ones who took our country, organized and structured, just as they would do.
About the A-train.
Wow, that's stunning. So we were able to do it with all the glass panels in the metal structure.
Hey, you want to get a beer after work?
Wave has smashed into the stern and damaged the radio gear and the superstructure.
But you didn't say that.
Hey, button it.
5, hold your position at the main entrance.
All right, guys, this is what we got. We got Charlie unit in position by the parking structure. We're going to send them in through the parking structure.
Does this stairway go over the line?
Not subject to federal law.
We have the structure and labor force to cultivate thousands and thousands of acres.
I'll tell you frankly, I'm really frightened. We could be screwing around with this whole genetic structure. Now, how do we stop this?
You bring him down, Arthur? He's going to be sore.
Transfer 29 with
Reschedule. Listen, she wants to meet the king, and we have to restructure for that. Can't disappoint a guest.
Yeah, listen, this is the third day.
All we have to do is attack this problem like any other in science.
You could spend years working on a thing like that without solving its structure.
But when you do, there'll be some red faces around.
I loved the order, the structure. But what really hooked me was that feeling I got.
True knowledge.
Are you finished?
No, I'm not finished. There's nothing in here about technique. There's nothing in here about structure. Nothing in here about intention. It's just a bunch of crappy
placements. Rifle pits, foxholes, anti-tank guns, machine guns, blockhouses, pillboxes, and earth-covered structures.
I don't see any barracks or any other structures.
Looks like a bomb went off.
Really? We see an intact structure here.
No damage?
No, not.
By infecting human subjects with machine-phased matter, it restructures and rebuilds human tissue on a cellular level for maximum combat utility.
Quants, derivative structures. I mean, what was that about?
It makes no sense.
Fun disintegrating things down here.
Disintegrating, Alan. Digitizing. A laser dismantles the molecular structure of the object. And molecules remain suspended in the laser beam.
I know, anyway. No one knows the structure of an edifice better than the architect. If I were to tell what I know, it would sound...
Don't change it that much. Keep the structure.
I'm trying to make you taller. Trying to be taller?
For the record, we had an aircraft systems team in this investigation, also aircraft structures, MRT, aircraft performance, ATC, wildlife.
Safely reconfigure child's genetic structure. Families built better.
It consists of a two-pronged attack. In the trance state, the personality will be deeply probed and then restructured. In the conscious state, she will provide...
A few days ago, traveling on the Highland Express over that magnificent structure, the Forth Bridge, that monument to Scottish engineering and Scottish muscle.
That's too big.
This is what I'm saying, dude. If I had your brain and bone structure, I would be unstoppable. I mean, aren't you sick of having...
Harper and I have been talking. The kids need structure, stability. They need to go to a real school. So I'm a little worried. I have money pressures.
Our fee structure, we bill by the hour. Dave Siegelstein, Solomon Schlutz bill at 110.
When he filmed last Tuesday, it is not one of his best. It lacks a cohesive structure. You know, you get the feeling that he's not absolutely sure what it is he wants.
If she's immune.
Maybe we have causality.
Oh, I get it. I see it.
The ADEM affects the neuron structure.
If that were true,
we could create a...
We'll set up an efficient administrative and executive structure. Then we'll manufacture our product and market it.
All right. We've got a stockholders meeting tomorrow at which we're going to announce the restructuring of management plan, and I don't want this grotesque incident to interfere with that.
Nothing.
I'm difficult.
You're challenging,
I'm too structured. I'm completely closed off.
but in a good way.
No.
Is a weakened, just as a collapse of one pillar in a house would endanger the whole structure.
This planet seems to be a mirror to our own. From the continental structures to the oceans, even their cities are our cities. And where are we in the
Beginning, Armageddon, rebirth, restriction, structure, answering to a woman, being in a relationship. Look at those towering structures. It's the first combination of vascular and suspension.
Not invite their friends to join. See, in a world where social structure was everything, that was the thing. It was a big